I have a great question for you, and I know you have a great answer. What is a writer? And
Okay.
I, and I want you to do what you just did, though. You said Webster, da da da, but
Well, I was actually making a joke, but
yeah, that's what we like,
Merriam-Webster,
Jay. Yes, that's what we want, Joe.
Merriam-Webster defines a writer as someone who uses a pen. No, but seriously, a writer is someone who has a serious passion for it. Because we all write, we can keep a diary, keep a journal, write down thoughts and ideas every single day. But what differentiates a writer from someone who just writes or jots down their thoughts is a writer has a passion for it and a purpose for it. So if we write consistently every day and try to get a message across to a certain audience, be it family, friends, anyone, the whole world, as long as we have a passion and a purpose for what we put on paper, that defines a writer, at least in my book.
Yeah, I like that. Passion and purpose. I was talking to an artist the other day, Daniel, and he was talking about how his art just became loud. So I asked him, I said, well, what do you mean by loud? He was saying, I'm just saying stuff to be saying stuff, but what I'm doing is not coming from the heart. And I was like, oh, you mean that it became commercial? And he said, yeah, I guess so. And so passion and purpose is so important because if it's not in passion and purpose, then I guess we're doing it for the wrong reasons. It's not really touching people.
Right, or it's not really touching ourselves because
Oh, yes. More
someone,
importantly,
more importantly,
touch you first.
because anyone could pay us writers a certain amount of money to produce content that states a certain message that they would like us to state. They can pay us, we have the skills, we can put it on paper. But what differentiates writers is that the work is
That's
ours,
her.
the work is ours, the vision is ours, the purpose is ours, you know, or creator, and we bring it forth, whatever it is, and we take the time to bring it forth. Whatever message, story, idea, formula, whatever it is, we draw it out and we take the time to paint it out.
And it touches the artist and it touches the world.
Right, right. I think in doing so, at least with me, I tried not to make it formulaic. I tried not to look at what everyone else is doing and make my work what everyone else is doing. I tried to just run creatively and do whatever I wanted,
Isn't that
whatever came to me.
isn't that dangerous though? Because in America, everybody we run by a formula. We run by genre. That's how we can put you in a box.
Yeah, but just like when I decorated my bedroom, I used the colors I liked, the fabrics I liked, and the rug that I liked. I didn't necessarily go into Crate and Barrel and say, give me that room. I chose everything that was very specific to my own taste, and that's what I did with my writing. You know, I
That's funny. Give me that room right over there, please, for my personality. See how retarded that is? That's very retarded when you start thinking about it.
you know, but I will say this: it's very easy to go by a formula. If you have a formula, it's very easy to plug in the components of that formula and get that result because you know what's going to happen. You already have the formula.
Tell them. They need to know. They
Yeah.
need to know. I mean, I'm here. I know a little bit of it, but
Yeah.
let them know. Yeah,
No,
it's easy to have the formula, and we're not also saying, let's be like critical here. We're not saying that you don't follow the pattern of other great writers,
right.
but in following those patterns, in following learning technique, you get to the point where you assimilate what you've learned and also your essence into this new kind of project or this new writing or this new art or this new creation.
Right. No, it's there are ways to stick to the formula of very specific genres. Like romance has a genre, and urban has not a genre. Romance has a formula, and urban has a formula, and there are ways you can stick to that formula. But what happens is, I found that in sticking to that formula, it becomes predictable.
Boring.
Yeah, and, I didn't see. It didn't look like life anymore. It looked like the last story I read, and the story before that, and the story before that. So sometimes we gotta kind of give ourselves room to explore and create.